Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will study the second chapter of your grammar, that is subject and predicate. In the last class we did chapter number 1, the sentence, in which we came to know that sentence is that group of words that makes complete sense. Now we will study further the parts of the sentence, that is subject and predicate. Now, when we make a sentence, we name some person or thing, and second, we say something about that person or thing. Beta, whenever we write a sentence, we have some person or thing, and second part contains something about that person or thing. So hence we can say that every sentence has the following two parts. First is the subject and second is the predicate. Now, the part which names the person or thing we are speaking about is called the subject. Beta, the part of the sentence which takes the name of the person or thing is called the subject, and the part which tells something about the subject, it is known as the predicate. Let us understand this with the help of an example. We will study this yellow box. First, subject and predicate. In the first column subjects are given and in the second column predicates are given. First one, the river flows under the bridge. So beta, the river is the name we are talking about and flows under the bridge. It states something about the subject. So beta, this will be the subject and flows under the bridge will be the predicate. Clear? Second example, an old man is walking. So an old man will be the subject and is walking will be the predicate. Similarly, the third example, birds fly. Although this sentence is having only two words, but still we know that sentence is such group of words that makes complete sense. So beta, it is making sense, birds fly. Now out of these two words, we have to find out the subject and the predicate. So beta, the name of the person or the thing is known as the subject, and the thing, the part which tells something about the subject is known as the predicate. So birds will be the subject and fly will be the predicate. Now, did you know box? Now, the subject of a sentence usually comes first, but occasionally it is put after the predicate as the following. Beta, normally in the above sentences, just check the yellow box. In these sentences we have seen that the subjects are coming before the predicate. Yes or no? But sometimes it can happen that the subject comes after the predicate. Like example, here comes the bus. So beta, the bus is the subject and here comes is the predicate. So we can say that the subject is coming after the predicate. So this can also happen. Second sentence, on the top of the hill lives a hermit. So hermit is the subject and it is coming at the end of the sentence after the predicate. So it can also happen, but occasionally. Usually what we do, we place the subject first and later on the predicate. Now, self-help. How to find the subject of a sentence. Now beta, some experts has used some trick to find out the subject in the sentence. Like they have said that we can easily find out the subject if we ask the question by taking the verb who or what. Then the answer will be the subject. Let us understand with the help of the example. Like first question, Geeta sings well. Now beta, Geeta sings well. Now we have to find out the subject. So what the experts say, they say that you ask the question using the verb. Who or what? Now you will ask who sings well. You will ask who sings well question mark. What will be your answer on the basis of the sentence? Your answer will be Geeta. Geeta sings well. So the answer to this question will be the subject. So Geeta will be the subject. Clear? Let us understand more with the help of second example. The sun shines brightly. Now you will ask the question, what shines brightly? So what will be your answer? The sun. So the sun will be the subject. Clear? Next, always remember. In imperative sentences, the subject is left out. But in imperative sentences, the subject is usually left out. It means it is hidden. It is not always mentioned. Like we say, stand up. So obviously, if I am talking to you, so I am saying that you must stand up. So you will be the subject and it is left out. It is hidden because it is self-understood. That stand up means that you should stand up. Clear? So you here is the subject which is left out, which is hidden, which is not shown. Second, thank you. If I take something from you and in return I say thank you, so obviously I means that I am thanking you. So thank you. The subject is again I thank you. So the subject I is always left out. Clear? Left out means it is not required in imperative sentences to always mention the subject. Clear? Now let us do the exercises. First exercise. Every sentence has two parts. First is the subject and second is the predicate. So part A. Second, the part which tells something about the subject is called predicate. Now B exercise, separate the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. Now beta, the sentence is given to you, we have to find the subject and the predicate. So it is very simple. Subject is the name of the person or the thing. Or if you have still any doubt, so you can use the expert's trick by asking the question who or what using the verb. Then the answer will be your subject and the remaining part will be the predicate. First, my friends is arriving tomorrow. So beta, my friends is the subject and the later half, the remaining all the part of the sentence is known as the predicate. So my friend will be the subject and remaining part will be the predicate. Second, he shot arrows into the air. So beta, he will be the subject and the remaining part will be the predicate. Third, the milk has turned sour. The milk will be the subject and has turned sour will be predicate. Fourth, slow and steady wins the race. So beta, slow and steady will be the subject and wins the race will be the predicate. She has a good memory. So beta, she will be the subject and the remaining part has a good memory will be the predicate. Clear? The earth revolves around the sun. So the earth will be the subject and revolves around the sun will be the predicate. Next, my brother enjoys playing football. So my brother will be the subject and the later part will be the predicate. Next, all roads lead to Rome. Now, all roads will be the subject and lead to Rome will be the predicate. Tokyo is the capital of Japan. So, Tokyo will be the subject and is the capital of Japan will be the predicate. This book is easy to read. So, this book will be the subject and is easy to read will be the predicate. Clear? Now coming on to the next exercise. Add suitable subjects to these predicates. Now beta, it completely depends on your wish, your imagination, your logic, that what you fill in these sentences. You have to add suitable subjects. First, Independence Day is celebrated by our school every year. So Independence Day we have filled as the subject. Second, dash fly in the air. So we have filled birds fly in the air. Third, dash was appointed the monitor of the class. Here you can write your own name. I have written Sushant was appointed the monitor of our class. You can write your own name here. Okay, just be happy. In the next part, fourth, dash wins the race. So slow and steady wins the race. Next, dash is the highest mountain in the world. So beta Mount Everest, which is in Nepal and Tibet. So Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Dash rises in the east. What rises in the east? The sun rises in the east. Next, dash examines the patients. Beta patients are examined by doctor. So doctor examines the patients. Dash teaches the students. Who teaches you? A teacher. So teacher teaches the students. Dash sells fruits and vegetables. So grocer or greengrocer you can say, vegetable vendor sells fruits and vegetables. Dash smells sweet. Beta you can write honey smells sweet or you can write rose smells sweet. The next part, next question. D. Supply suitable predicates to these subjects. First, the boy standing in the corner of the class is my brother. Now, in the earlier question, you have to find out the subject, and now in this part, you have to write out the appropriate predicate according to the subject given in the question. So, D, the subject, the boy standing in the corner now of the class is my brother. Next, my father is a businessman. Third, her mother and father are going to Paris. The sky is blue in color. But these also depend on your wish. If you want to write something else, you can surely write. There is no hard and fast rule. It just should be correct and with appropriate English grammar. Clear? Next, the most intelligent girl in our class is dash. So all the girls can write their own name. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. All the children of our school are very disciplined. Are you sure that this sentence is correct? That all the students of our school are very disciplined? Okay, jokes apart. Next, eighth, the moon shines at night. The sun is the brightest star. The shortest month of the year is February. Clear? Okay. Next, E exercise. Match the subjects in column A with suitable predicates in column B. Now in column A, beta, subjects are given to you, and in column B, the predicates are given to you. Now you have to match them accordingly. First, the police dispersed the crowd. The police dispersed the crowd. Second, those girls are singing a song. Those girls are singing a song. Third, this room is 20 feet in length. Fourth, mother is making coffee. Mother is making coffee. Fifth, water freezes at 0 degree Celsius. It is a part of your physics. Next, sixth, Dogs started barking at them. Next, flowers. So flowers smells sweet. Next, the driver. The driver stopped the bus. Ninth, the peon. The peon rings the bell. Next, there. So there are many people on the road. Clear? I think that's it for today. I hope this chapter is clear to you all.